Hello, everybody. Welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanSourceRex. My name is Sean. Today we are concluding our four-game set against the Kansas City Royals. The Mariners, we're going to throw Luis Castillo on the bump, 16-4 with a 1.63 ERA. Bobby Miller on the mound for the Royals. No record, no ERA, no nothing. It's just a mystery man on the mound. And that is what we're doing today. Coming off a loss yesterday, we've been more competitive in our losses lately. However, we haven't done a great job of making the comeback, right? You look at that 5-4 Baltimore win on Sunday. That was a little nicer. We were able to get a walk-off, so technically a comeback, but maybe not the kind of comeback I'm thinking of. We fell down by 4 to San Diego. We fell down to Kansas City, tied it up, and then fell down again. Pitching has been a little inconsistent. We've had more errors recently as well. It's just been kind of over the last couple of days. So hopefully we can get it straightened out today. We still hold a 28-game lead in the American League West. The elimination number is 14 here for the Astros. So I think we're still on track to eliminate them in game number 1 of this Mets series, unless they can get eliminated themselves on a day that we have off. That I don't know about. So not for us to worry about right now. We should be in real good shape. I can't imagine they're going to be able to make up that much ground with that many games left. And we should do our best to make sure that they don't have the opportunity to. We are going to jump in here to the next game. We're 95-25, which is excellent. Excellent record. Play the full game. We'll get that road uniform going. Kauffman Stadium, regional theme off, partly cloudy. Castillo on the mound. Rodriguez still injured, so we're going to probably have to put Haggerty out here in right field. We'll have Mateo in left. Dylan Moore in center isn't maybe my favorite thing in the world. And then what we're going to do is switch Ty France to third, and we're going to put Sam Huff in at first. Colton Wong looks all right. Jorge Mateo looks okay. And then we're facing a righty, so Mateo's all right at the top of the lineup, but I could probably figure it out a different way. I'm actually all right with this lineup. Switch hitting Haggerty. We're pretty lefty heavy. I think that should be okay. I might just flip France and Moore just for a little bit of extra speed. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's work with that. That's fine. All right. We are ready to roll here. This is game 121, I guess. We're only 40 some odd games away from being into the playoffs. Keep an eye out on both youtube.com/SeanSourceRex and twitch.tv/SeanSourceRex as well for the playoff schedule.
And we've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris.
Oh, God.
It's always interesting to see how that goes.
Major league debut. He's going to throw a perfect game.
And nerves running through him right now.
Absolutely. Playing your first game in the show, it's just a little different for everyone, but no one walks in unfazed.
Thanks for hanging out, by the way. New games every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. Scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. Look at those stats. I mean, just perfect. Perfect across the board. Look at all those goose eggs.
Should be fun to watch and see how it plays out.
It's going to be a warm one here where I live, so we're going to keep the overhead light off and keep the blinds drawn.
Here's the left fielder, Jorge Mateo.
The left fielder, Jorge.
We're also going to be drinking water.
The pitch.
Freaking water.
That's inside. And
First
that's
pitch in his MLB debut. It's a ball. Fastball goes up to 100, a slider at 88, splitter at 85, a curveball at 84. That was a fastball at 97.
Top of the
That
zone,
is
and
a
it's called a
splitter.
strike. Miller, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound at this ball club. Swing
wow,
and a
went with that
miss.
splitter again.
Now 1-2.
All the way down
At
at
this point, it doesn't
82,
matter
so
if you're a
15 miles an
first-rounder
hour
or an
difference between
undrafted
those.
free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is
Oh,
producing.
no.
Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can
So he
sometimes
threw that
get
one
too
pitch
caught up
and-
in trying to rack up Ks early in
Oh,
their
boy.
career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
99. Be interesting to see where that energy level gets to. It's a bad start for me at the dish. Not really all that surprising. Offense has been inconsistent.
That misses.
It's a better
The
take
count
right
now
there.
2-2. Good eye right there.
It's a really good take. It's a very important take. First, for a full
The
count.
wind of the pitch. Popped up right side. Taylor.
A little better on the
drifts towards
timing
it,
wise, but just 2 under it. So.
Calls it in, 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. Next to hit, J.P. Crawford. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. Into center.
Ooh,
Pulls
little
up, and
bloop
that's in
shot
for a
there.
knock.
Good timing on 99 miles an hour on that fastball.
Ty France digs in now. Second in the American League in hitting. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Damn.
Makes the grab.
A
on the
little
ball.
early on
One
that
left for
slider.
Seattle. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Luis Castillo, he's on the bump today for us. 24 starts, 16-4 record, a 1.63 ERA, 154 on the innings pitched, 124 hits, 9 walks, 201 on the strikeout meter, 0.86 whip.
I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound,
Gave
one
up-
of the
oh,
elite
whoa,
starters in the game right now.
Gave up a lot of hits in yesterday's game, especially early on. So, see if we can fix that.
And he deals. Castillo, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Next offering
Could be a
is
bit of a
in for
pitcher's
strike.
duel today.
If he
Both
doesn't get a knock
both
right
pitchers
here,
with a
that pitch he just
fastball
took
that
is
tops
gonna
out
eat
at
him for
100.
a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Now this is in the air down the line. Mateo makes the
That
grab,
depends
and there's
on-
one down.
Depends on if you believe in me as a pitcher, because he immediately
Now
saw
it's the
another
second
pitch
baseman, Savant
pretty high
Taylor.
in the zone, which
Just
was not
1
what I
for
was
12
looking
in the
for.
series coming in. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there,
Is that another fastball just kind of over the heart of the plate?
A lot of hits there.
Not really over the heart
Edward
of the plate,
Olivares
but
will hit next. And fouled off. And a pitch. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second.
Get there.
The throw in,
Come on.
and he's safe.
Are you
So
serious?
it's first and third with one down.
Oh, all of that was bullshit.
Not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
France is like a full step off and doesn't even bother to try the
Water
tag.
stands in.
And
With
that's
just
maybe
one
the most
hit and
frustrating
11
thing about this
at-bats in the
game is
series
like
so
it
far.
just doesn't have the like
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's
It
a
doesn't
foul
have
ball.
the urgency that is needed in some of these
0-1.
situations.
And a foul ball. In the air, right field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Michael Massey, batting with one down, takes a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I mean, that is just an awful
Olivares
circle
on
change.
third. Waters over at second with one down.
And again, it's the weird thing too, where we're giving up a bunch of stuff, but like,
And here it comes.
that's a
And that one is lifted in the air. Base hit and a run in to score. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Nick Pratto. That's in there. Strike one.
how are all of how am I not making this adjustment?
And he pumps it a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
And here's the catcher, M.J. Melendez. And first offering is fouled off.
I am getting so frustrated with myself, and again, it's
And a pitch.
similar to
And
what
that
we
one
saw in
lifted the air,
yesterday's
center
game.
field.
Just a ton of pitches
And
early.
makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Oh
So
man!
it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City.
4
It's
hits in
Royals
the
2
first
and
inning.
The Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Sam Haggerty.
Sam
The pitch.
Haggerty.
Lifted in the air right
You
center
can't give him
field.
that. You're not looking there, Sean.
And there's one down. Colton Wong up to hit. 4 for 12 in the series so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Nope.
Fought off
Nope.
foul.
Nope. That shouldn't even be a swing right there.
That's a slider for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Olivares hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The 1-0. That one
Oh,
pushed
that was
foul.
right where I was looking.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one missed.
Okay. That's it. That's probably a good take right there.
This one in the air,
That
right
one-
field.
Is that out to right field again?
Makes the
Damn.
grab, and that's the inning.
Two of them
left for
I was looking
Seattle.
right
They
at
trail
and
it
just
here,
too late on
2-0.
it.
Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, number 46. And there's the strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Drag bunt back towards the mound. Makes it to first on a perfect bunt as they couldn't even get to that one. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
And the batter now, Jackie Bradley Jr.
I feel like this is going to be a series that I'm going to want to forget. This has not
Runner at
been
first with no outs here.
great. And I think you could argue that even those first two games, not all that stellar.
Next offering
But the
is
last
down
two
low.
games, and especially
Jackie
the way
Bradley
that
Jr.,
this
there's
one
some
is
swing
starting
and
is
miss, but
just
he's got some
awful.
pop as well.
The best example of a streaky hitter. When he gets hot, team can jump on his back because he will carry him for a while. Back-to-back base hits. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Lopez stands in now.
The issue
and
with a lot
watches
of the
strike
losses that
one.
we've been having
He's
as well
0 for
have been
1.
just not competitive.
Pops it
That's-
up
that
as he
is-
checks his swing.
Awful, awful, fucking
And
awful.
next up for the Royals, Samant Taylor. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man.
Just missed. Kicks and fires. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow,
I don't
that's
get
a
it.
tough
I don't
call for the
know.
hitter, but the
I don't
pitcher will
understand.
take that
What am I
all day
doing
long.
so wrong
Not
here?
quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call.
And it stays fair. 1 run across. Bradley around third. He scores as well, and they lead by 4.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Drew Waters. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
I am
that could be
getting
the
so
key to
frustrated
winning
with myself
perhaps
with this.
later on. So good
The way
job
I'm
of extending
pitching,
this
it
inning,
is.
getting a knock with
He
2
has
outs to
full
bring the number
confidence
4
in that
later on.
sinker, which feels like it shouldn't be in those
Field
locations.
2.
Why are you throwing it so early?
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We play 2 full. It's the Royals 4 and the Mariners nothing. Back here at the ballpark, and now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Cal.
Miller back to work. There's a strike. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Just off the outside
I
part of the plate.
fucking
good take.
knew it. I fucking knew it. Low, low, low. And I looked high, high, high. I switched to going low, and he threw it up
Right
high.
into the plate. And that misses off the outside edge. Goes down looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. Swing and a miss. And the count is even.
It is a big difference.
Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. And it's through for a hit. And
A little surprised that the shortstop just kind of quit going for that ball.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Jorge Mateo. Swing and a miss.
Too aggressive right there.
Measures 6
Looking for
feet
that
even,
fastball, trying to do some
leadoff in
damage, get
today's
back in this game a little
he's
bit.
Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting in the outfield.
Oh,
Roll to short, possible 2 ball. 1 at second, over to first, but he beats it. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Dylan Moore. Now move to first, and he's back in there. Ball 1, no strikes. There's a strike. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Kicks and deals.
Ooh, got me with a slider way out of the zone.
And that'll do it. Mariners lead 1.
This is pretty frustrating, honestly. We have probably our best pitcher on the mound, and we are facing a dude who is in his first ever start. And we are on the wrong side of a 4-0 deficit.
Kauffman Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Michael Massey. First pitch,
Oh, it's
just
late.
misses.
Oh, God, just dial it in between the two, please.
For him in this game, he's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next pitch misses, 2-0. And the right-hander deals.
Well, that's off the plate.
It's either too early and like pretty good angle or on time and bad angle.
And that's ball 4.
Perfect.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Prado, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Prado handling the duties at first. 24 years old.
This is so frustrating.
Back in 2017.
I mean, these pitches aren't even that bad.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This has been kind of a theme throughout the season, though not quite as maybe noticeable.
Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds up.
Maybe not as
They're at
noticeable
first and
recently.
second with nobody out.
This Julio Rodriguez's injury that I think is a complete
So up now for
bullshit
Kansas City,
injury
MJ Melendez.
is really hurting me here. But one of the things that I was struggling with early on in the season is teams that are like not that great
first offering
getting
is
the
fouled
best of
off.
me, but we've been
On
able
the
to take
mound,
down
he's got
teams
to
that are
remember
much
his
better
offense can score
with
a lot. So if he can hit the reset button
less
from
problem.
here going forward, there's still a chance.
This one driven into the outfield. Could score a pair. 1 run is in. Prado coming home. He'll score as well. It's 6-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap.
I know a lot of people, a lot of online people really like playing at Kauffman Stadium. And I think, and if I remember correctly, it's specifically because of how much outfield there
Makes you
is.
feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Number 46 in the box now. No balls and a strike. First time up, he reached on a bunt single. Strike 2.
Oh, I gotta get Castillo out of here. I am not throwing well with him at all today.
Fights it off. He'll see another. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. Jackie Bradley Jr. a chance to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's in there for strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Next offering is fouled back. Melendez, the runner at second with 1 away. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. Fine play in the hole for the out. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Now fly ball to right center. Moore puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning.
So we've given up 2 runs every inning.
They put
It
2
just
on the board with a couple of hits.
how? What is happening?
On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 6 and the Mariners nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th. The batter now, J.P. Crawford.
JP.
And we're in trouble hitting wise.
Here comes a pitch.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have
He's
too
really
much
willing to
finesse.
throw that 4-seam
Go after
low. It's
hitters
too
and get
fast.
quick outs.
Throw over to Prado. That's the first out in the
What
top
is,
of the.
can I look at their roster? No, team select. Yes, I'd like to be done playing this game. Manager, opponent's bullpen. Oh, I can't look at. I mean, he can't be rated that highly. I can't look at him at all. I was hoping to get a look on his
4th. France now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And the righty deals. Just misses with that one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
I mean, just fuck, man. This series.
Swings.
That's a slider again.
That's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Haggerty batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball left side. Lopez.
You can't give
on the
him
run,
that.
Sends it over to first, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-0. And welcome back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Samad Taylor. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Joe Barlow.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
I can't figure this out.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. Wong. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Edward Olivares.
Edward Olivares, the next to hit.
I meant to throw the slider there, and I mixed up my buttons. Whoops.
Good eye in that spot.
Oh, just missed.
Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. Right-hander kick steals, and the 1-2 misses to even the count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And I'm thinking about it while I'm, up here pitching. The Rodriguez injury, not only from like an offensive perspective, because it's obviously it's speed and power that like it's hard to replace, but having an outfielder be down and not being able to like bring Mateo in, or put maybe if we have to maybe put Dylan Moore in right field instead of center field. It's a frustrating domino effect. Because now we have Ty France when we should have Mateo inside with probably a better, stronger defense, and then we're getting errors right there. Terrible slider right there. It's just
and a pop up right side, foul territory. Huff under it, and puts the squeeze on that. That's out number 2.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Massey in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Oh, and 2 now, and a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Prado stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Oh.
And it gets by him. Olivares around third. He'll score easily. It's 7-0.
Not much to this one other than just
I am at a complete and utter loss. I don't understand how this is happening.
Staying back and letting the ball get deep.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. 1 run is in. Prado around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they now lead by 9.
What the fuck is happening?
This is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game, just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
Number 46 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
In the air, out towards left center. And the inning is over. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. Royals 9 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Now it's going to be Colton Wong.
The second baseman, Colton.
Clearly down in this ball game,
this
and you can't
bullshit.
look at the deficit
this
and try
is
to get it all back
bullshit.
in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Weirdly enough, been pretty good.
In the box now, no balls
we've had some good timing on the really high fastballs.
Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down That's what's been key.
The slider has been a huge problem throughout today.
Ball one there. The 1-2. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Got it by him for the K. So 2 down now, and here is Cal Raleigh. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And
To
now
a dude
2-2.
making his first start? What the fuck?
And that one moves his feet. 3-2. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." Bounce to the right. Prado takes it to the bag, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. There's a strike.
Well, these Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The third baseman.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Nicky Lopez. And that's in for a strike.
That error in the last inning proved to be really big.
Left-hand hitter waits. Called strike right there. Misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a little frustrating. You get the elevation that you're kind of looking for, but then it just sails on the outside.
Reliever. Foul ball still.
Peppering this
1-2
outside
count.
corner a
Really
little
great
too
change of
much.
Speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K
Oh,
right there.
shoot.
I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So
Oof.
I got to think he was looking.
Not only was it
away,
the
but
pitch
just
I
got
didn't
muffed
want to
up
throw,
on
it
the
was a
hard stuff
bad
pouring in on his
version
hands.
of that pitch.
They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still 0-2. And the pitch. Bounce to the right side.
That is the
Sends it
first
to
clean
first.
inning we have had
Play
all
made, That
day.
ends the inning.
That is
Royals bats are quiet there.
unbelievable.
They still hold a 9-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, Jorge Mateo now. Miller back to work. Popped up first base side. Taylor should have this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's one away.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Here's Dylan Moore.
I'm getting so frustrated.
Moore in his 5th
I'm
season,
getting
30
so
years old
frustrated.
now, and he's usually a
I just
second
can't
baseman,
see
but
what
today
he's
he
doing.
starts at center. Swings through that one.
It's a
0-1.
bad swing. It's
Typically
high in
have
the
to have some
zone.
pretty
It's
good speed
late.
and range to play center field. So to go from second base, which isn't the rangiest position in the infield, out into center field, kind of impressive to me.
0-2 now. Sends him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Out towards left center. Touches down. That's a hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there, and it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Swing and a ball popped up. That's a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now a wide throw to third.
Now batting, right fielder.
So
Sam
2 on with 2 away.
Haggerty.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Obviously looking for that four-seam fastball coming in much higher than 82.
Hot
God damn it.
And he snags it to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Royals 9 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. So up now for Kansas City, Edward Olivares. The pitch. There's a strike. Up the middle, Crawford. Fires to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now
How do you start a rally up 9?
Happen.
Waters stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. That one ripped. Gone.
What the fuck is happening? Are you kidding me?
His 16th homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 11-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Massey in the box now. No balls and a strike.
I don't want to play the rest of this game.
The next pitch misses. Ball 1.
Just let the computer take over. I don't give a shit. This is unbelievable. This is a bad team with a pitcher making his first start, and I am losing by double
Left-hand
digits.
batter waits. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 12-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And here's the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
Fans, it's getting close to back-to-school time here at the ballpark. But there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available. Or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information.
There's still nobody out.
New arm out of the bullpen, Charlie Morton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But
I mean,
he's
even
gotta find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Melendez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
I've never quit one of these games. A couple of them have been lost to like a power outage.
He was a third-round pick. Their first-round
weirdly
pick
enough.
that year was Jeff Francoeur. Their second-round pick that year was Brian
This
McCann.
game, I don't want to finish. I hate
one out here
everything
in the
that's
inning.
happening in this game, and I don't understand what is wrong.
That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And ended up winning a World Series with Brian McCann in 2017, but they were wearing Astros uniforms.
Next offering is fouled back.
Still not 100% sure what's going on with that top right part.
Line to the pitch.
Like
Gets a
it
piece
seems
there,
like
we'll do it again.
there would be something like on the stick itself or in the the exterior that would it would bump every time. I feel like I'm pretty smooth with it. That one was better. Kinda.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Huff gets under it. 2 away. And now the shortstop, number 46. 1 for 3. There's a strike. Morton,
There we go.
39
That's what
years
I'm
old,
looking
and
for.
they traded for him earlier this year. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Immediately a ball in the dirt. Damn.
And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We're through 6 full. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Mariners, Colton Wong. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Trying to.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out number 1. Okay, Singy, I think we can say it's been a successful Major League debut for him on the mound. He's giving this organization and its fans some reasons to be excited about what he can do at this level.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack a new challenge and do well at it. And that's what we're witnessing today. It's a brand new environment, and he's finding a way to succeed. He'll be humbled sooner or later, so that's going to come. But I've really liked what I've seen from him in this one. I think he belongs here.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses.
God, we are only in the 7th inning.
Stands at
I
first with
I
one
want
out.
this game to be over so badly. At least with that Oakland game earlier in the season where we had a real tough time
and no
shutting them down and
strikes.
gave up, I think, 11 runs. We were at least scoring some, which makes it still frustrating, but at least it's a somewhat competitive game where we're battling. This one has just
And a
been
pitch. Hammered to center. No doubt about this one. Way out of here. Gone.
This one we have shown zero fight until Cal Raleigh puts it at least on the board.
Season, and they slice into the lead. It's 12-2.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here comes the manager.
We've had decent timing throughout the day against the four-seam fastball. I've missed some, obviously, some that I've been pretty late on, but
on the mound when we get back.
Even with some of the pop-outs or ground-outs, the timing has been good.
New pitcher on
I haven't been able to
Amir
place
Garrett.
it.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 22, Amir Garrett.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Taylor Trammell.
Slider at 87, a four-seam at 96, a two-seam at 96. Oh, damn
On
it.
the ground a second. Throw over to Prado, and there are 2 outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Mateo
Okay.
in the
All right,
box
that's
here.
it.
Lets that one go for a ball.
No,
Swings
Sean,
and misses.
God.
And that is strike 1.
They can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's a little bit low.
2-2, Tim.
Comes the 2-2. And there's a ball.
That's a walk right there, but a real bad swing on that second pitch. We still have not seen that slider. There it was. That was the walk pitch.
In the air, left field. Bradley.
The yard
Long
should
run
hold
on
it.
his horse. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Damn.
But 2 come across to score in the inning,
Who
courtesy
cares?
of this.
Who
2.
cares? It does not matter.
Here's the left fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. The pitch. That one's in.
I think it's okay to have
That's
left
strike
Castillo in. We gave up a lot of damage with 2 outs. It's going to be kind of interesting. Sometimes I go back and look at the
Swing and a
look at the
bouncer.
footage and kind of try to figure out exactly what went wrong.
Tossed up.
We had like an
And
error
one
in a
away
really
the
bad
bottom of the
spot.
7th.
The bunt situation was very weird.
And next up for the
Sometimes the
Royals,
game like
Nicky
kind of
Lopez.
finishes what you're trying to do, and then I think I got a little confused, and then
Charlie
no
Morris
one
the
got
nickname
it. It
ground
was a
chuck
whole
because
mess.
of all the ground balls that he gets.
And it's just, I don't know that I was going to get him anyway,
That
so
curveball, when you
I
think
don't know.
about
It's
Charlie
just, it's been
Morton,
a
he will throw
really
5,
weird
6,
game where a
7
lot
in
of
a
things
row
have
if he has
gone
to.
wrong all at
Legit
once.
and Uncle Charlie fires over to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs.
And we're
bases
gonna leave
empty.
Kansas City
And
with
to
a
the plate for
split.
Kansas City, Samad
Not
Taylor.
the most. I mean, it's. I think it's
0-1.
disappointing, but I don't think it's the most surprising thing in the world. This team and this stadium specifically, over the time I have been doing
strike
this
2.
series, this is full year number 3 now. I don't know what it is. This place just is nightmare fuel for me.
The 0-2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Stays alive. Taylor
go.
checks his swing. Now an appeal to first, and he held up. Here's a 2-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center.
I think this one has more to do with the injury stuff, because some of them have, like the commentator said earlier, some of the hits have just been out of the reach of. We have a person not playing in their normal position. I don't know. It's kind of just a mess right now because of the injury to Julio Rodriguez, and I go from having too many outfielders to having a bunch of infielders and 3 catchers.
And a pitch. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
That makes sense. That's how this game has gone. A shot that you're hoping just kind of gets past the pitcher.
J.P. Crawford. This one in the air, center field.
I'm okay with all of this. I don't give a shit.
Squeezes it.
I'm
Two-way down.
so annoyed.
Here's the third baseman, Ty France. In the air, right field. Olivares sizing it up.
Yeah, late on that 95.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
That's fine. That's fine.
Back here in Kansas City, on to the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Kansas City, Edward Olivares.
What is happening at the top of this? What is happening? My movement, it feels good. It's like bopping.
And ball 1. And a pitch.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And here it comes. And a good eye there.
When did the sinker become such a rough pitch for me to throw?
Just off the inside edge. And now filled up.
Oops.
In the air, right field.
See, and it's been that
and that's
all
a fair ball.
Day long.
Drew Waters digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Interestingly enough, before they got those pitches, or before they got those home runs, they have scored, I think, just everything was on.
And that's just foul.
Everything was like small ball stuff. There's a lot of doubles, drawn in runs. Jesus fucking Christ.
One strike.
Left field. Mateo makes the catch, and there's one down.
I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed. Everything has been 0.1 second early.
For the Royals. He's already homered in this game. Out there to center.
See, and it's just such a long run.
Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down. Man at first. And now the first baseman, Nick Pratto. And that one just misses.
It's early again.
A ball and no strikes. Olivares off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Line drive. This looks like extra bases.
And it's going to get all the way to the wall.
Olivares
just outside of the arm. It's more 2 out. Damn it. Holy shit.
Safely.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Melendez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner leads away at second. That one's in there. That's strike 2. He goes down looking.
It's an unwillingness to make an adjustment.
Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. Garrett back to work. And that one a little bit high. Garrett, in his 7th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. Kicks and deals. Slice down the right side. In the air, left field. Bradley moving under this one. Makes the grab, one down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Colton Wong. Just missed. Up the middle. Taylor, jump throw across his body. That takes care of Wong. So they're down to their final out. And up next for Seattle, Sam Huff.
That two seemed a little too low in the zone there. Should have let it go.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Oh, that's...
Third. Throw to first, that'll do it. And the Royals slug their way to a win in this one.
Wow, Salvador Perez wasn't even the fucking lineup.
Practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
And the final 13-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I don't think there's a whole lot to say about this game. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing loss where kind of just everything that went wrong, everything that could go wrong went wrong. We were able to get 2 on the board from Raleigh while it was already 12-0. We gave up 17 hits in this game. We could not get those faster outs. I don't think we had a single double play today. I don't know that we really hit into one, but I don't know. Just an absolute mess. Look at these Kansas City notable players. 3 for 4 with a home run. Scored 3 times. Olivares, 4 for 5. He scored all 4 times. Drew Waters had a home run, a double. He knocked in 3 and scored once. Melendez, 2 for 5. He knocked in 4 with a couple of doubles. It got off to a bad start, and it's interesting. I'm okay with leaving Castillo in through 3. Maybe try to pull him a little bit sooner to try and save something. But I thought, 6 isn't the worst number. We can still put things together. There's still 6 more turns at bat after that 3rd inning. Try to get something going. Maybe get that Cal Raleigh home run a little earlier to cut into it. But just couldn't get it going. And we brought in a new pitcher in the 4th, which I thought was the right call. And we still got tagged up for 3. In the 6th, I probably should have put a new guy in and probably paid a little more attention to the confidence meter. But I had given up all hope by that time, and then the 2-run home run just didn't matter. And we still gave up 2-out damage in the 8th. So an absolute embarrassment there. I do not like that this game happened at all. I'm sure all the teams have it. I'm sure, there's always that weird loss to some team that just everything clicks for them in that day. Aside from the 2 home runs in the 6th inning pass, they scored 9 runs, excuse me. They scored 9 runs, all of them on small ball stuff. It wasn't until that 6th inning where they got home runs. That's bad. That is just so bad. Kansas City has always been a place that I struggle playing in. Going back to last year, we just had to pull 1 win out of it. I believe we got swept. We had an awful, I think they stole 3rd base, and I had a terrible overthrow that lost the game. It was a mess last season in Kansas City. And this season wasn't great. Ever since I've come back to recording these videos, I have just not been on time with the hitting, and it was made worse today. Bobby Miller went 6.1 innings pitched in his first ever major league start. Got 6 hits, struck out 6, or gave up 6 hits, struck out 6, walked 1, and gave up only 2 earned. And that was way too late in the game. Castillo got knocked around a bunch, and this has been kind of a theme lately. We've given up. When we give up a lot of hits early, it is hard to kind of stop the bleeding. Gave up 9 hits in 3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 earned. The walk, I think, came back to bite us. There was an error that happened. The whole bunt situation was a mess. I mean, this game is just a disaster. It's a disaster that I shouldn't be upset about. I can be frustrated at the moment, whatever. That's fine. But I shouldn't worry about it. I'm sure this happens to everybody. I'm sure it's, everyone has that weird loss. And I just need to, even if it's not true, I just need to believe it, because these have been 2 terrible games. We scored 5 runs total. We lost, what was that, 17-5 over the last 2 games, and gave up, what did we score? We scored 15 runs in this series, so we almost gave up. We got outscored in this series. We're lucky to walk away with a tie. I don't know. It's just bad. I mean, even if you go back to this Oakland game here, which I talked about a little bit earlier, view the box score. We scored 3, gave up 4, scored 2, gave up 4. And it was, oh wow, every even inning was just a nightmare. Gave up 18 hits, really struggled in that one, but at least we were putting some runs on the board. Like, it's a sucky loss, but we're not just getting absolutely blown out. And even some of the losses that we've had prior to that are to at least to good teams. Teams over 500, teams in competition for playoff spots, and it's just, I don't know. This happens. Got to move past it. And we get to move past it by going to a stadium that I fucking hate playing in. I hate playing in Houston. Julio Rodriguez no longer injured. That's definitely going to help us out with especially I think on the defensive side. I think it's going to really make the difference, because we had a lot of people playing out of position today, which I think made the bad stuff worse, where it would have maybe prevented some bases here, maybe domino affected into some runs, but it's definitely going to help to have Julio Rodriguez back in the lineup. Lance McCullers Jr. is on the mound, 5-9 with a 4.05 ERA. Joey Wentz is the starter. Is there an injury that I forgot about? Injured list? Oh, that's right. George Kirby is out. That's right. Okay. Did I not just use Joey Wentz? Uh-oh. We might have an issue. We might have a bullpen issue. I don't think I would I have used Wentz? Who the hell did I use today? Hold on. This one. View box score. No, Joe Barlow, Charlie Morton. Okay. I think when you have the injury, it'll pull him to the starters instead of leaving him. Okay. All right. We should be all right. Joey Wentz, though, he's on the mound 2-2 with a 4.79 ERA. I forgot all about that injury. He'll be out for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, game 1 in the Juice Box tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. I hate playing in Houston. I fucking loathe those stupid Crawford boxes. Their outfield alignment is disgusting. I hate that stadium. But we're going to have to deal with it for 3 more games as the weekend set starts tomorrow. If you want to see that, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you watched today's video. You don't even have to enjoy it. Maybe you enjoyed watching me get my ass absolutely destroyed by the Kansas City Royals without Salvador Perez, by the way, which is fucking makes it even worse, honestly. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. Goodbye. Good sports. Not even good sports. Sports, Mariners.